What's up? What's up? What's up, Facebook fam? It is Tuesday, and you know what goes down here on Tuesday. Wife chat goes down here on Tuesday. So do me a huge, huge favor and make sure that you're hitting the share button, letting all my one sexy wives know that wife chat is going down here. Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please come into the chat and let me know where you're joining me from. I truly appreciate you. It is Tuesday, and you guys know what goes down here on Tuesday. Wife Chat does, and so again, I am so blessed that you guys are joining me tonight. This chat comes from a husband, actually. And I'll give you guys a little history. Again, make sure that when you join me, please go into the chat and let me know where you're joining me from. Hi, how are you from Mumbai, India? Thank you guys. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I truly, truly appreciate you. I don't know why that is on here. Um, but I appreciate you from Hickory Creek, Texas. I'm actually from San Antonio, but hi, how are you? How you guys? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. From North Carolina. Let me see. Um, let me see what's going on here. From North Carolina. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. I really do. And so tonight, this chat actually comes, like I said, from a husband in LA. And he came into my DM and he was like, Dr. Gail, me and my wife have had COVID twice now. And he's like, and she, we used to go out on dates all the time. And I just am running, he's like, I just need some things to do because she's starting to feel a certain type of way that we're not dating anymore. He said, I just don't want to go out in these streets because in LA, it's really, really bad. And so he wanted me to see if I could give him some date night ideas. And as you guys know, COVID is running rampant across the whole entire world, to be honest with you. Gil and I go on a date every single Friday. And some of the things that I'm going to give you guys, we had to implement ourselves because, again, we don't want to end up with COVID or anything like that. Good evening, Mr. Perry. How are you? Tell me where you chiming in from, please. I appreciate you guys for getting on. And so we had to, implement some of these things, and I appreciate the men reaching out to me because, again, Wife Chat started from me wanting to reach out to wives all over the world when I was recovering from my car accident, and now I get to chat to literally to husbands and wives all over the world. So that is a blessing. And thank you guys for tuning in from my YouTube channel. I truly appreciate you guys. I got a surprise yesterday and I'm so excited about it. I I've been featured in this online magazine as one of the 40 top sexologists in the country. So I am just really, really blessed. I just came out of my Bringing Sexy Back to the Marriage conference, you guys. It was fire. And I'm not just saying that because it was my conference. I had to pivot pretty quickly within 2.5 weeks and switch it from being live, which I've been doing for 15 years, to virtual. And it just worked out amazing. Like literally, it did work out amazing. I was like, wow. So me and my team are meeting and we're going to be introducing the one for next year. And we're going to do a hybrid kind of model. So you guys be looking out for that. But I just was blown away that we was able to pivot that quickly because some of my teachers and speakers had gotten COVID. Some of the participants that were coming live had gotten COVID, and I just did not want to hold an event that was spreading COVID. And to me, people's lives are more important than money and all that kind of stuff. And so when we pivoted, did I lose a lot of money? Absolutely. But it was successful. And I am just blessed that nobody walked away sick. And so I'm blessed about that. And thank you so much for all you guys, for you guys telling me congratulations. I appreciate that. So let's get into the date night ideas. Also, just to let you guys know, I'll be holding a workshop, a 2.5 hour workshop called the Married Roommates, the Sexless Marriage. That is one of my top videos on YouTube, and it is also something that I have been coaching a lot of people in. And so I created a workshop on February the 19th. If you go to my website, gailcrowder.com, is a big banner right on the front thing. I'm going to be pouring in about what causes the sexless marriage and how to fix it, right? I only am going to allow 15 spots because I want to be able to work with each person personally to help them get through and come up with a real good plan to come out of a sexless marriage. So you guys check that out. Again, that's going to be on Saturday, the 19th of February from 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So 2.5 hours I will be pouring in on about the sexless marriage. So you guys go check that out. I'm not going to have a whole bunch of people in there. I haven't even released this to my list yet. And so it's going to sell out like that. So if you are under the sound of my voice and you're dealing with a sexless marriage, go ahead and register. All right. So let me give you some ideas, especially this husband, or if you're dealing in, you're afraid to go out of your home and you want to date your spouse, because it's so important that you guys continue to date your spouse no matter what. It is so important. And Gail and I went on a date before my conference because of course I was going to be at the hotel and I didn't want to go back and forth, but we went on a date because Gail and I date each other every single Friday no matter what, because it is so important for your marriage. It's so important for you guys to get away and just spend a couple of hours just of quality time. And so these are some ideas that you can do inside your house. The first thing is body painting, right? And it is something really, really fun that you can do. And you can go on Amazon and just look for body paint, or lickable body paint or edible body paint. They don't cost a whole bunch of money, but they're a whole lot of fun. And so you can go on Amazon and get that, so then you don't have to leave your home or anything. It can come directly to you. Again, if you're in a situation where you're concerned about COVID and that kind of stuff. So that's the first thing that's really, really fun, is body painting. The second thing is that sometimes we get very complacent when we're doing every single thing in our same bedroom, in the same setting, the same way. So I say switch it up. If you're going to do a date night, spend the night in a different room. It just gives you uh, a change of scenery and a change of environment, whether it's your guest bedroom, maybe it's your office in your home if you have that, maybe it's in your basement, maybe whatever, but change the scenery and change the look and feel of that room, spice it up, change the linen, put some rose petals down, put some tea lights down, do all of those kind of things to kind of change the environment, and it will give you a hotel feel, so you won't feel like you're just so confined in that one space, right, to the same old thing, looking at the same old everything in that room. Now, if you do have a little bit of money, it doesn't hurt to go up to a local hotel and change the scenery, because right now, to be honest with you, when me and my team was doing the conference, we were pretty much the only ones in the whole entire hotel, to be honest with you. And so it was really nice, because we didn't run into anybody besides us, right? I mean, it was a few other people there besides the workers, but for the most part, where I live, we were the only ones in the hotel. And so if you want to get and the rates are really reasonable. I'm not saying you have to go somewhere elaborate, but just changing your environment or changing the scenery if you can is amazing. But if you can't, do something different in a room that's going to create that you're in a hotel environment. Okay. Number three, if you have the game Twister, introduce that as a game night thing, right? Play naked twister or play sex twister or whatever. Just put your own spin on that game because it can be really fun. It can be really sexy and it can be a form of foreplay as well. And it is one of the things that we enjoy doing. And like I said, it's just a simple game that, like I said, if you don't want to go out to the store or whatever, you can order it on Amazon. I know Walmart has it, and any of the major places have it, and just use that as a way, a form of foreplay, and just to do something different. Okay. Number four, you know how a lot of people around the country were doing, uh, paint and paint and sip kind of things. You can bring that into your own home, right? You can get yourself a nice bottle of wine if you drink, right? You can put on some really nice music, get yourselves a couple of those little you know boards, and a couple of paints. You can get all of this stuff at the dollar store. The dollar store sells the little bitty canvases, the water paints or whatever, and create that and that atmosphere. And maybe you could be the model and he tries to paint you, and vice versa. But just do something different and do something fun. And like I said, a lot of these things that Gil and I have implemented when COVID was really at its highest, and we kind of got like like we're tired of just doing everything just the same old way. Just introducing some different things, put on some music, try to paint something, or pull up, print out a picture and say, let's try to paint this or whatever. Just creating a different way of thinking during this time with COVID, but making sure that you keep each other in mind, and make sure that you and have fun, because we're all so inundated with COVID, being at home, and all those kind of different things. Kind of switch things up. The other thing that you can introduce is a couple massage night. Now, we have done it both ways. We have done it where we have massaged each other, and we set the atmosphere for that. Have a nice shower, buy some massage oils, lay, some plastic on our bed, and then bought a really inexpensive sheet so we wouldn't mess up, our good sheets or whatever. But also, we have brought in a masseuse as well, and so it just depends on, your level of comfort, but it can be something that is so sensual and so nice and so relaxing, right? So set the stage for that. Make sure that you have the lights down, you have the aromatherapy going, and a lot of this stuff you don't have to spend a lot of money for. It's all about candles, it's all about preparation, and just taking the time to love on one another. Okay. So a couples massage night is something that is really, really nice, and it's relaxing and it's fun. And if you can find somebody to come in, it's even better. But if you can't, again, that's a form of foreplay that you can introduce to and do one another. The next thing that we have done, which I absolutely love, but right now where I am is about 12 degrees. So, but we have a fire pit in the backyard of our home. And so we have lit the fire pit. We have, put on music, and literally went and sat out in the yard, stargaze, had, the fire pit going on. We snuggled under a blanket, and we just laughed and talked and looked up at the stars, and just literally spent time outside. And if most people who know me, I'm not an outside nature girl, but it was something really fun to do, because again, we got to snuggle up with each other. The fire pit was going, it was very romantic, and we was able to look at the stars and just chill out and relax, right? And not have to worry about anything. We actually had dinner inside, and then we went outside and stayed no more than 45 minutes, but it was just something different that we hadn't done in a long, long time. And And so my prayer is that you glean something from these and make these your own, because again, dating your spouse is one of the most important things that you can do, because if you begin to take each other for granted and you don't put any work or any effort and you keep doing the same old, you're going to get tired of each other and doing the same old things, and it's going to become a routine and it's not going to be fun anymore, right? And so your spouse, if you stop looking at your spouse as just another person that you take for granted, and look at them like they're the only walking, talking, breathing person that you cut a covenant with and that you want to spend the rest of your life with, you will begin to say, I need to infuse some fun, do some different things, try something different. And Gil and I created memories, right from our home when we don't go out and partake. And like I said, if you this particular husband stated to me that him and his wife had COVID twice, right? And so they're afraid to go out, and she's complaining that they're not dating anymore. So I pray that if this husband is listening, that he gleams from this and gets some ideas just to take his marriage and his dating and all that to a whole nother level. So again, thank you guys so much for hopping on. I truly appreciate you guys. Um, if there's no other Mr. Perry from Tobago, go ahead on. I totally agree. Yes, I agree. Hi from Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you so much for joining me. So I have Texas, I have North Carolina, I got Mumbai, I got all you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys showing me love on my YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys for showing me love here on my Facebook channel. Again, I am here every single Tuesday. If you have a question for me, all you need to do is either inbox me, you can email me, or whatever. And most people won't believe it, but I do answer my own emails and I do answer my own DMs. Do I have some amazing people working on my team? Absolutely. But I do make time to answer my stuff. When you guys leave me questions or comments on my YouTube videos, it really is me responding. I am very behind on answering you guys on my YouTube channel because I have been engrossed in getting my conference over the hill, but I will be taking some time tomorrow to answer a lot of you guys' questions. I think I have over 70 questions that I need to answer, so it's going to take me a couple of days, but I am going to catch up on those. So just know that anytime you make a comment or whatever on any of my social media platform, except for TikTok, because TikTok is just great, it's off the chain. I have over 120,000 followers on TikTok. There's no way I can keep up with that. But for the most part, on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook channel, and my IG channel, I am very engaged on there. Hi, Tamika. How are you, sweetie? Thank you so much for joining me. And so I make sure that I stay engaged with you guys, and I appreciate you. So just know that I'm not ignoring you on any of my social media platforms. I just been overwhelmed trying to make sure that this conference was the best that it could be, and it was amazing. And I want to give a shout out to my whole entire team, and I want to give a shout out to Judge Lynn Toller. She came and she slayed, and she taught us what divorce would cost us, and it was more than money. And so I truly appreciate you guys. Victor, thank you so much for joining on, for hopping on here, and you are so welcome. And so again, you guys, I love you to pieces. Make sure that you implement some of these date night ideas, even if you have to do them in your own home, because dating your spouse is one of the best investments that you can do. Seriously, because when you were, before you said I do, you was dating him, you was doing something, and don't get complacent. Marriage is a job that you never leave, and it's one that you need to work at every single day. Okay. And so if you need me, you guys know how to find me. I offer a free 15-minute consultation. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm really trying to help you grow and stay strong in your marriage, you guys. I appreciate you. I love you guys to pieces. And if, like I said, if you need me, you know how to find me. Y'all know how to find me. You do. I'll see you guys later.